Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. In today's video guys will be a video that could be heartbreaking video. We rebuilt the whole engine, so in this video we're going to explain what to do and what to expect after rebuilding engine, after timing belt or timing chain replacement as well. Now it's the scary part when you start your car, and if something is not right, if the timing is not right, it's going to hit, smash the pistons, valves. That will be terrible. And your car might not start the first time, so that's what we're going to cover today. First thing that you want to do, make sure that you connect your battery. Because when you remove the engine work on it or anything like that, you know the battery has to be disconnected. Fill your radiator up. Okay, it has to be full all the way. You can see ours is full, because even if you start it for a few seconds, it's always good to have coolant, because there is always a chance to overheat it or damage a water pump or anything like that. After that, engine oil. Never ever forget engine oil, because if you do, you will be needing a new engine. Now you have to make sure that your fuel line is connected, because that's the number one probably thing that I've seen cars catch on fire. If you do not connect the fuel line, it's not installed like it's supposed to, you start driving the car, the fuel line will pop out, get on the exhaust, and the car will catch on fire. So that's something to consider. Always check everything there as well. All the wiring harness, all the connectors, check that. Okay, you can see ours is full of oil. Check all the connectors to make sure everything is good, especially the one for the crankshaft position sensor, camshaft position sensors. Those are very important ones. And probably if you have variable timing, the ones for the solenoids, people always forget those. Alternator needs to be connected as well, because on some modern vehicles, if you don't connect it, it will not start. Also throttle body. If you remove the throttle body, check that connector. That's very important as well. Now we'll see what else we need to do. Now get the ignition key in and turn it on without starting the car. You want to do that, okay, at least 10 times. Second, pull it out, put it in, and you'll hear your fuel pump building pressure. When it stops running in the back, you can hear it under the rear seat, usually on the cars. You can go ahead and attempt to start it after that. So this is the moment of the truth. I hope everything goes good, so we don't hear that bang. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, it's not starting yet. That's normal, because the injectors do not have fuel. Okay, you can hear it fired right up. So I'll go ahead, start it the second time now, okay? And after that everything should be fine. Okay, that's a big relief, because it means the timing is good. We didn't hit pistons, valves, we didn't mix them. So that's something I was really concerned about, and you should be too. But you can see if it doesn't start the first time, prime it a few times and test again. Again, if it doesn't start, don't freak out. What I will do, check all the connectors, also check the compression on it. If you have compression, you have the connector, spark, fuel, the car will start. So thank you guys for watching, please subscribe, and many more videos to come on the channel.